Hey YouTube, welcome back for another action figure review. This is Marvel Universe's Captain America. And we got something special for you guys today. Captain America from Marvel Universe line. This one is the Ultimate Captain America. Get that on the screen right there for you. Take his shield out of the way. We'll talk about that later. Let's see, oh, looks like it doesn't want to come off. There we go. I gotta say I have a love-hate relationship with this figure. Okay, I know what you're saying. Hey, it's Marvel Universe Ultimate. What's the problem? Well, there aren't any real problems that I could talk about in terms of the sculpt. I mean, pretty standard stuff with Captain America. I mean, you got his mask, we got the A. You know, we're missing the classic look with the wings that he had on the top here. But you know, they don't really portray him like that in the Ultimates. On the gloves, what I do like, some of the features, are the fact that he has pouches on the gloves. That looks like a more functional glove for him or someone like a super soldier. Also, we have the utility belt here with the canteen, and I think all of that really helps him out in terms of backstory when you're saying that he's a super soldier and he goes on these missions. Of course, he would have some sort of pouches to carry things. I mean, I remember reading the comics as a kid and wondering, you know, he'd pull out these transmitters and tracking devices and smoke bombs. I've seen him use all kinds of things. And it just always struck me strange, like, where is he getting this stuff from? I mean, is there pockets built in the suit or whatever? But here, what they did with the Ultimate version is they actually gave him pouches and pockets and things that you could see that he could house all kinds of gear. If you take him off the stand here, you'll even see on the boot there are pouches as well. So that's one of the things I like about the figure. What I don't like about this figure, and I don't know if it was a manufacturing defect or if it was just, you know, what they were trying to do with the figure and they failed. The wash on this guy, the paint wash, I don't know if we can get in on that. Let's see. Boom. There we go. You can see a little bit. I mean, this camera is really not the best. But up in this area, the torso area, we've got paint washes all along here, in the shoulders, and the quads, and also in the calves and the ankle area. It's a bit heavy. It's on the heavy side. When you look at his paint washes, it tends to look like they just took some black and just kind of just went up and down on the front of this figure, except for the face, and the same thing with the back and all of the blue areas on the costume. It's just like they went crazy with the paintbrush. And it's like this guy's entrenched in blacks and grays, and I really didn't like that. So one of the things I immediately did, and you're hearing me speak about that a lot on the show, is I decided to go in there with the same color blue paint and kind of bring those paint washes down a bit. And I mean, you know, I'm complaining about it. Now it's fine. This is actually after I fixed them. But beforehand, he was extensively, it was an extensive amount of black washes on this figure. Moving along, one of the things that I do like, you know, that's one of the things I don't like, is the fact that his shield, you know, I think this is pretty much the standard shield that they use as an accessory for all the different Captain Americas that have come out thus far. It looks, you know, hey, it's Captain America's shield. I mean, there's no missile launchers or no mock-ups on it. I mean, on the back of it, if you catch that there, it does have the straps. I do like that, as well as having this little kind of peg area that clamps in on his arm. What makes that a special feature there is the fact that there was one Captain America that one of my friends had. Let me see if I can get that shield to stay up there. That it just had the clamps, and when you put the shield on, it had a tendency to kind of fall off and be loose. You couldn't really pose him with it. And then I guess those clamps eventually broke. I don't know. He was putting it on, and it kind of got weak and broke, and then he was screwed. Whereas with this Captain America, even if you have that problem of, God forbid, the clamps breaking on the shield, you still have the straps that you could use, just like he did in the comic books, to kind of hook his arm in there, and he could still hold a shield. Like I said, I do, of course, I mean, come on, I highly recommend this figure. I mean, I know I kind of said a few bad things about it, but overall, it's a good figure. It's a great score. Very, very essential if you're doing the Ultimates version of, you know, the Avengers team and you're building that for display. But if you just need Captain America, I mean, this one works. Right now, I don't currently have the classic suit Captain America. I am looking forward to getting that in the comic pack with, I think it's the Claw. But until now, he's an excellent placeholder. Right there, you see him. And, you know, I'm really happy with this figure. He holds up well with the others in the line. I mean, you got him here standing there, and, you know, if you just want to throw a quick little perspective shot here, we'll do one real quick of, you know, the Incredible Hulk. You know, you put him in the back, of course, because he's so huge. But, I mean, if you want to talk about how this guy displays, boom, extremely well. I know you're like, hey, wait a minute, that's not Marvel Universe Hulk. I figured this would be a much better Hulk to use, but we'll talk about that much later. Like I said, Marvel, overall, I am happy with the Universe line. I am happy with the scores that I've acquired over the past few months doing these figures. But, like I said, I've still got my fingers crossed because I know Marvel has a habit of becoming complacent and doing some outlandish things once they get into our pocketbook. And I'm hoping that, you know, what we're seeing now in terms of figures like this one here, the Captain America, I covered the Vision, I'm going to cover a few other guys. I'm hoping that Marvel stays on that trend of keeping true to the characters, true to the accessories, and just the overall essence of the Marvel Universe, and not straying too far and trying to be too creative or trying to do a lot of mock-ups that they just want to make some money off of. I mean, let's keep it simple, let's keep it stupid, and keep the fans happy. And right now, so far, I'm happy. You know, there's not a whole lot to say. I mean, everyone knows the origins of Captain America, you know, involved in the Super Soldier program and during World War II, was frozen for a while and then reactivated. And, you know, we're not going to bore you guys with that stuff about Steve Rogers. But overall, just getting to what we're talking about here, this figure rocks. I do like the Marvel Universe version of Captain America here in the Ultimates uniform. You know, he poses well. I mean, I really like him. Very articulate, you know. And that's one thing that's really good about this figure because Captain America, I mean, come on, this guy's a world-class athlete. He has to be able to bend and maneuver his body in ways that, you know, just would seem superhuman. So this figure, you're able to pose him like that, and you get the sense that this figure is actually a super soldier and not some stiff, pardon the expression. But that's just a, you know, a brief review for the Marvel Universe version of Captain America in the Ultimate costume. And that's all I have for you guys today with him. I mean, this is a pretty short review because, like I said, Captain America is pretty much Captain America, and this action figure definitely captures the essence of that particular character in the line. So, without further ado, I'm going to leave you guys with this review of Marvel Universe's Ultimate Captain America.